tell you the subjects and accordingly I'll send. If you all start sending anyhow, I'll not be able to find out. That's very difficult, right? Because notebooks, so I can keep separately, or activities can be done like that. Chalo, 24 are there. Why today? Sarah, can you see this? Can you see this? Very good. Chalo. Now, children, we are going to read the lesson. And as you all know, yesterday we were discussing what is there in the lesson, isn't it? How the animals live in the group, isn't it? And which all animals live in the group? When we talk about the group, you all know it is a collective noun. It is a collective noun, isn't it? This we have seen it in the English part. Children always Listen, all the subjects, all the subjects, almost all the subjects are all interlinked, children, isn't it? Now you are going to think this way. Whatever is written here, as we talk about the collective nouns, proper nouns, isn't it? The nouns. You will see the grammar part also here. The references about the contents also will be there. Mathematical calculation will be here. So all the subjects are always interlinked, isn't it? Okay, now children, today we are going to see this, and in this you are going to see the collective nouns also. Okay, now start reading the lesson and you are going to underline the hard word. As I said, my pencil will move and accordingly you are going to read. You are going to read with me. Any hard word or anything which I need to explain, I'll again explain, during that time. As what is there in the lesson we have discussed, isn't it? I had talked to you about the stone age and I said there are few kinds of animals, those who do not stay together also, and those animals are called as solitary animals, and those animals they prefer to stay alone, isn't it? And few animals they prefer to be in groups, isn't it? And why? What do they find when they are in the groups? That we were discussing yesterday. Okay, now start reading the lesson. Lesson number 2. Together we move. I want your finger on the board. Chalo Shreyas, finger on the board. This you are going to write on your own. Yesterday I talked to you about first two. Okay, now living in a group. Most animals like to live in groups. Read with me. Each group has a leader who is usually the oldest or the strongest member. All the members of the group follow their leader and respect him. Full stop. The leader faces the attacker to protect the group. Have you understood? Yesterday we have discussed, and if you read, there is no new word in the sentence also. Only few spellings. If you feel you don't know, you can underline the word like attacker. Attack, attacker. Spelling is not difficult at all, but if you think that's hard for you, you underline and learn. When animals move around in a group, they are able to, what are they, how are they able to? They can protect themselves from danger, search for food and water, take care of the young ones better. This we discussed. Now they have given these points again here. Protect themselves from danger. Moving in a group, animals protect each other, especially in times of danger or difficulty. The attacker is cautious. Come on, underline the word. Before attacking such a big group. Cautious means careful, isn't it? Now, few words you are going to see in the dictionary also. Yesterday we discussed how to see the dictionary. Definitely, I go on telling you almost all the meaning, but still, you also should, take efforts to search the spellings, see the meanings, okay, in the dictionary. Cautious means careful. The attacker is cautious. Underline the word because the spelling is little new to you all. Before attacking such a big group. Search for food and water. Animals find it convenient. Spelling is little big, but you have written it still. Animals find it convenient to move in groups while they graze, hunt down their prey, or look for water. Have you understood? When they are grazing, they are hunting their prey and they look for water. Then if they are in group, they find it very convenient, easy for them to get such things. Okay, take care of their young ones better. Young ones of animals play together. They push, bite, and even have friendly fights. Sometimes, in case of danger, the older animals keep the babies in the middle of the group. That we have seen about the other lesson which we thought of animals, the babies, like how the herd of elephants they keep in between them, isn't it? While walking also. So this way they know how to save or keep the young ones safe. So these are the 3 points, children. When they live in the group, which 3 points they see? Say again, protect themselves from danger. Protect themselves from danger. Say, search for food and water. Search for food and water. And take care of the young ones better. Have you understood? Come on. Did you all know these 3 points now? Say 3 points in mind when they are living in group. Which are the benefits they have in the group? Okay, have you read that? Come on. See this. Do you know in the elephant family, the oldest female is called the matriarch. She is the backbone of the family and sets rules for the other members. Adult male elephants are usually solitary, means they love to live separately alone. So the females take lead. The oldest one is a group leader. Matriarch means a head of the family. Okay, matriarch. See the word Matriarch. Arc नाही म्हणायचं. Matriarch. Only this much you have to say. Arch नाही म्हणायचं. Arc म्हणायचं. Okay. Now see here. Uh, So here we have understood what is the system in the elephant group. How do they have their family, isn't it? The female, the oldest female is a leader and the adult males are usually solitary. Solitary, underline the word, means they prefer to live alone. Have you understood? Okay. Now read this. Each group of animals has a specific name. Let's learn about these groups. A herd. We have talked about it. You know many words about these groups, isn't it? But still, we are going to see because in the whole lesson they have given us the names of these groups also and the explanation about those animals. Okay, a herd is a large group of animals. Elephants, cattle, cows, buffaloes, zebras, deer, wild horses, and giraffe move in herds. So for all these animals, we how do we say herd of zebras, herd of deer, herd of wild horses, herd of elephants, herd of cattle, herd of cows. So herd, this collective noun is used for all these animals. Okay, in a herd of elephants, like we read now, the oldest female leads the group. The leader trumpets loudly when she feels there is danger. She trumpets loudly when she feels there is some danger. Okay. Now the next part. See how nicely they have shown us the herd and the baby elephant also there. Now, come on. Keep in mind which all animals are in herd. Elephants, say, go on saying how many they have given us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, say the names again. Say these animals again. Elephants, cattle, cows, buffalo, zebras, deer, wild horses, giraffe. They all are in herd. We call it as a herd. We call it as a herd. The collective noun for these animals is herd. Elephants, cattle, buffaloes, cows, zebras, deer, wild horses. Okay. Okay. Are you all saying that? Say to yourself. शिरू तुझा फोन वाचतोय बघ इकडे मला नाही माहिती in a herd of elephants that we read. Okay. Okay, see the next part now. Okay. Now see this, children. A herd, sorry. A herd we saw, now see about troop. A troop or band consists of a group of monkeys or chimpanzees or gorillas. Yesterday we saw a lesson, na gorilla lesson, how they were in a troop, isn't it? A troop or band, a troop of or band consists of a group of monkeys, chimpanzees, and gorillas. Around 50 to 60 members are the part of a group. The oldest male, here the male takes a lead. Huh? In the monkeys and chimpanzees and gorillas, the male takes a lead. The oldest male leads the group. One or two members are always on guard against danger. Means like we have the bodyguards now, they are there, one or two will always be on the that type of a lookout, whether there is any danger or not when they are moving in a group, when the troop is moving. Okay, they help each other by combing each other's fur, sharing and facing the enemy together. Have you understood? Have you understood? Now we all know that the chimpanzees and gorillas, monkeys, all type of monkeys do not have a thick layer of hair, but other these animals have. So they comb the hair and they help each other. Okay. So okay, see this. A group of lions is called a pride. A lion lazes around while the lioness, here again the lioness takes the lead, huh, children? Female. Only chimpanzees, gorillas, and monkeys, male is a leader. Elephants, again, a old female takes a lead. And in the group of lion, also the lioness leads the group. She hunts for the group, provides food for the lions and cubs. She takes all the lead. She will provide the food, she will hunt, she will do everything. And the lion lazes, laze means lazy panani zopun राहिलेला असतो. He lazes around. He's just lying around. Okay. And Ruchika, I cannot see you now, even if you have raised a hand. Okay. Now, see this. I will read up to this and then I'm going to explain to you something else. Okay, a group of birds is called a flock. As a group, birds feel safe together and are able to find food easily. Many of the large birds fly in a V formation. That we always see, na? This helps. You can take more information on net on this. I get time, and if we could speak about it, I'm going to talk to you about it. This helps in reducing the energy needed to fly over long distances, isn't it? I'll tell you what is the science behind it. Okay, first we all read it. A group of fish A group of fish is called a shoal. This though we have seen, isn't it? Again, a collective noun about the fish. All the fish in a group move in the same direction. It is called swarming. This confuses the attacker. This confuses the attacker. Everyone is going in one direction. The attacker will get little. He'll take one step back and he'll get confused. Okay. Okay. A group of bees is called a swarm. Each member of a group has a special role to play. Bees lead a disciplined life in their hives. A group of wolves is called a pack. Now here swarm, bees group is swarm. You are going to write it somewhere, okay? And the group of wolves is a pack. There are about 6 to 7 wolves in a group related to each other by blood. The parents protect their babies. This is about what? Wolves. This is about swarm of bees. This is about a shoal of fish, flock of birds, isn't it? And the group of wolves is a pack. We are reading that now. There are about 6 to 7 wolves in a group related to each other by blood. Okay, the group is what? Like a family. Blood is a blood group they have, like blood relation they have. The parents protect their babies. So here the wolves, they stay as a group, like the family lives as a group. Okay, here you can see in the other categories like 50, 60 chimpanzees are moving. So not only the families, but more other families are also all are together. Like, but here wolves move in a group of family, and it is called as a pack. A group of whales is called as a pod. A mother whale is extremely close to its babies, isn't it? Okay, here they have shown. A group of ants and termites is called a colony. They all perform a specific duty and maintain perfect harmony within their group. Okay, now read this. A group of penguins is called a colony. Now you are going to see this, huh? Penguins also, and here the termites and the ants also, they call it as a colony. There was one, some video on the ants family. If I find it, I'll send it on the group. Or you also must have got from somewhere, because it was coming from many groups, and that's really worth seeing as how they have tried to put the cement and such type of liquid inside and tried to find out the colonies, and they are so deep. They are how many kilometers, how many meters the region they cover, and how many small type of the. Okay, I'll open this and I'll talk to you. How many ways they have to move around, and how many globe type of a thing, where the colony type they live. It is all shown in that type of a, one experiment has been done on that. So if I get it, I'll send it to you, how the colonies are formed, the ant colonies inside. And it is really worth seeing, because it has mentioned there, because the way they live, their life is very disciplined, and that discipline we'll get to see if we see that. How do they move? We always see, when we see the ants moving, they do not come out of their line, isn't it? They do not break the line. How do they move in the line? Even if it is little crooked, but still one after the other only they move, isn't it? So each and every action of theirs is very disciplined. So if I get that, I'll send it to you. Okay. Now Zoom may end, so I just want to give you a few instructions. See, children, tomorrow you are going to send your English activity to me. You are going to make a PDF and send me the activity, as I'll send you one type of example how you are going to write your name, how you are going, what you have to do, write your name, class, roll number, and the subject. Understood? 4 things. If I find it, I'll send someone's PDF to you. You just go through it and send it accordingly. Tomorrow you are going to send English. I'll tell you the subjects, and accordingly you are going to send. Don't send all the activities or the anyhow, because then it's very difficult for us to find out also. Each child has 4. So for us also, if my mobile gets filled up so badly, then I may not be able to open also. So one by one, I tell you, accordingly you are going to send the PDFs, isn't it? Have you all understood? So send only one PDF the way I tell you. Once I write the marks, I'll tell you the other subject. You send that subject. I'll ask Hindi teacher whether for Hindi she wants it to be sent to her on her mobile. That I'll let you know. Okay. So tomorrow your task is you are going to send it to me. English activity. I'll tell you. I'll write it up on the WhatsApp group also, because today only 25 children have joined. Okay, that is one thing. Another thing is tomorrow's homework is, so far whatever maths we have discussed, you are going to go through that. See the concepts. Okay. Now read this much part. We have written up to V8. V8 page EVS. You are going to read that. You are going to see all those collective nouns properly, for which animal, what collective noun is used, isn't it? And English, as I have given you the classwork writing work, you are going to write that. You are going to write those make sentences. Understand that. And I'm going to send you one more Yes, one more I'm going to send you. It that has to be written in grammar about the comparison part which we saw. Do you remember what we saw today about the comparison? Yes? Come on. Which degrees we talked about today? Comparative and superlative. Shreyas, very good. Huh? Comparative and superlative. And the word itself, when we talk about the word, it is a positive. We say it as positive. Why? Because it is neutral. It is neither in superlative degree or comparative degree. So that word is called as a positive word. Okay. Positive word, comparative and superlative. I am going to send you the definition and some part which you have to write it in grammar. So this is your homework. And English you are going to send me tomorrow. Are you all have you all understood? Now tomorrow we are going to see the next part of this from this lesson. As you all know that one part about the groups we have talked today, we have discussed and we read. Done? Understood?